Hello, I'm Congressman Hank Johnson, and I represent Georgia's 4th Congressional District, which encompasses parts of DeKalb, Gwinnett, and Newton counties, as well as all of Rockdale County. I want to first applaud you for taking the initial steps in what at times can be a daunting and complex process by watching this video. Government grants are one of the things that everyone talks about, but virtually no one pursues. If utilized correctly, application of grant funding can bring about positive change for the communities and businesses within this district, and I believe the following step-by-step instructions can provide you with a clear understanding of this process.
What's in an application package? After you have registered with grants.gov and downloaded an application package, you are ready to begin filling out the required forms. Forms. An application package is often comprised of a range of different forms. In this application, there are mandatory forms such as the SF-424, a lobbying form, and a budget form. There are also optional forms which you can select to fill out by marking the corresponding checkbox. Filling in fields. When filling out the forms, you'll notice that mandatory fields are highlighted in yellow. You won't be able to submit your application package unless all of these fields are filled out. Identifying errors. You can check your application package for errors by clicking the corresponding button on the application cover sheet. A pop-up window will list any errors that were flagged. The first line identifies the name of the form. The specific errors are listed below. To fix the error, click on the form link on the cover page. Fields outlined with a red box have errors that need to be resolved. Attachments. Sometimes you will be asked to attach files to your application package. When preparing and naming these files, seek guidance first from the full funding opportunity announcement. When you're ready to attach a file, click Add Attachment and you will be prompted to add a document. Saving your work. On the application cover sheet, you will also see a print button, a cancel button, and the save button. As you're working on your application package, we encourage you to save frequently.
Now that we have an understanding of the requirements and how to identify possible grant opportunities, the next step is to become familiar with how an application packet is correctly developed and submitted. This may be the most important part because an incorrect application packet may provide unnecessary complications or even rejection.
Submitting the application package. Submitting your application package involves several steps. First, click the Save and Submit button after ensuring that your application is error-free. You'll then see a pop-up window that prompts you to enter your username and password. Make sure you are connected to the internet before clicking the Login button. A second pop-up will then prompt you to click the Sign and Submit button. This serves as your electronic signature. Please note that depending on the size of your application, it may take a few seconds to a couple of minutes to complete the submission process. When the submission process has been completed, you will receive a confirmation notice. This notice serves as the receipt of your submission. It contains key information, most importantly, your grants.gov tracking number. Additionally, near the bottom, you can see the timestamp for when you submitted your application. Please keep this confirmation notice in your records, as you may need it for later reference.
Confirmation emails from grants.gov. After you have submitted your grant application, you will receive a series of emails. The acknowledgement email. The first email acknowledges that you have submitted your grant application to grants.gov and that your application is being validated by the grants.gov system. The validation email. If your application package is error-free, you will receive an email that indicates that your application has passed all validations. Alternatively, if your application has errors, you will receive a rejection email that indicates what those errors are. When you correct these issues, you can resubmit the application. The agency retrieval email. The agency retrieval email will say that the agency has retrieved your application from grants.gov. Think of it as the agency going to the post office to pick up a bundle of applications, including your own. The agency tracking number and notes emails. If the grantor assigns an agency tracking number to your application, you will receive an additional notification. Use this agency tracking number when corresponding with the grantor. A similar email will be sent out when the grantor adds agency notes to your application. Track your application. You can track your application by clicking on the Applicant tab and selecting Track My Application. You will be prompted to enter your grants.gov tracking number. You can see here that the application has been rejected. You can also log in to your grants.gov account and check your application submissions on the Applicant Center page under My Recently Submitted Applications.
I hope this video has provided you with the necessary tools to be successful in the grant application process, and as always, it's an honor to serve you. We are a committed source of support and invite you to follow up with us if you have any questions or concerns about the grant process. Together we can bring about positive and progressive change to District 4.
Yeah, I was